RGC Podcast presents.
Welcome back, everyone, to an RGC Public Library podcast. We are your hosts, Ene
And Kelsey.
and this is Cover to Cover.
Oh, Ene, guess what?
We're back.
It's March.
It's March.
Where are the months going?
Away.
Oh, wait, they're so fast.
So fast.
How are we already in March?
I know.
Like, at one moment, we were doing our Christmas party, and then blink, we're March.
Yep. Like, for reals, I don't know.
But you know what that means, though? Spring is upon us.
Yes.
Can't wait for the longer days. That's what I want. I'm tired of it being dark at 6 p.m.
Yeah, and I want to sit outside again.
Yes. I'm tired of getting out of work, and then I go get something from the Dollar General, and then I get home, and it's dark. I'm tired of it.
I want the light.
I want the sun. I miss the sun. So, are you excited for the new month?
I am, actually, and I know my boys are too, because what comes for everybody in school?
Spring break?
Spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, because you're not in school anymore.
I'm not in school anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't work in the school, so I was just like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, spring break.
Spring break, you're right. It happens next week.
Yep. So they're excited about that.
That's good. They should come to the library.
Yeah, they should. Darian loves going.
Yeah, Darian's cool.
Yeah. What about you? What are you liking about March?
Again, the longer hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need the sun. I feel like I'm parched of sunlight. I'm also, it's kind of weird, but now that we're in March, I'm feeling a little more pressured because I have a huge competition in April. And there's just so much going on that it's like, oh no, it's right around the corner.
And because my friend here is not a fan of procrastination.
Oh, I'm such a procrastinator.
I know you are.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I bought little planners and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, in the new year, new me, I'm gonna like not.
And the planners are in some corner somewhere.
I try to use them. So, and speaking of spring, should we move on to our topics of the day?
Yes, I'm definitely eager to hear yours.
You're eager to hear mine? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So the book, I didn't read it. I listened to it. I've been on an audiobook binge lately.
That's awesome.
Because they're so convenient. I could be doing anything and just like listening to somebody read me. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a great form if you're a lover of reading, but you don't have the time.
Exactly.
Like, this gives you time.
Exactly. Like, I could be sewing or cooking or something, and I'm listening to my favorite books.
Exactly. That's awesome.
So, the book I'm talking about this week is the Bridgerton series, The Duke and I.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. So, have you seen the Bridgerton show on Netflix?
Yes, obsessed.
Like, who hasn't, right?
Exactly. So obsessed.
It's so good. And I've always wanted to read the books. And at one point, I went to a thrift book website, and I was gonna buy all of them.
Okay.
But I didn't because there's like 8 books.
Oh.
And I read the first few chapters of the first book, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say oldie English, but kinda.
Okay.
Like, you know how they talk in the British?
Oh yeah.
The Regency era. So I was just like, oh my god, I can't do this. But listening to it, I can.
Yeah, I think it when you listen to it, it
sticks better in my brain than me actually reading it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's different for everyone.
Right?
But I'm going to say that I'm one of those too. Like, I love reading a physical book, but I have to have time. Like, I can't do it when the boys are screaming or running around the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, but an audiobook I can. I'm doing laundry. In the mornings, I listen to them. Like, when the boys are asleep and stuff, I just pop in my headphones. I wash dishes, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm just like, oh, like washing dishes away, like
in the morning when I'm putting on my eyelashes, I'm like, he did not. So, The Duke and I is a 2000 historical romance novel written by Julia Quinn. It is the first novel of Quinn's series of Regency romances about the Bridgerton siblings and tells the story of Daphne, the 4th eldest child of the family. This book follows Daphne and the notorious rake, the Duke of Hastings, Simon, as they form an alliance to pretend to form an attachment with each other. This would benefit Daphne by making her seem desirable and by making Simon seem taken, but the ruse soon becomes more than a harmless attachment.
If you've seen the sitcom,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, oh gosh.
Okay, but the book, it's like he's so romantic in it.
Oh my god.
And it like, oh my gosh, it just gives me butterflies in my stomach.
Oh, that's
It's so
nice.
good. I really enjoyed it.
And I feel like that's a strong contrast because I feel, my opinion, of course, that in Bridgerton, the show, he's a little more standoffish.
Exactly. But in the book, it explains why he's like that.
Oh.
It goes more into detail on the characters, which I'm sure like every book adaptation, every show adaptation or movie adaptation has things taken away,
Yeah.
So the books always go into more detail, which I find pleasant.
Yeah. I mean, it does show you as well in the show, but I'm guessing it goes more into it in the book.
Like, did you know that, Penelope Featherington?
Yeah.
They have another sister.
They do?
There were supposed to be 4 of them.
Oh.
She's like 10, and they took her out of the show.
Yeah, because in the show there's only 3, right?
There's only 3.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is she taken out of the show? No, I've got to go back. What?
Yeah, no, she's not in the show. It's just Prudence, Philippa, and Penelope.
Wow.
I completely forgot one of them was named Prudence. That's like my dog.
Yeah, Prudy.
So what book are you talking about?
Okay, so you guys know that I read not only a monster in the other one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the second book after that.
Oh, so you're on a binge.
Yes, and it's called Never a Hero.
Ooh.
As of right now, this is the only book. The other one's not coming out until 2024, 2025, around there.
Mm-hmm.
But OMG. So anyways, before I go into my before I go into this long stance of everything, let me tell you a little summary of what it's about. So despite all odds, Joanne achieved the impossible. She reset the timeline, saved her family, and destroyed the hero Nick. But her success has come as a terrible cost. She alone remembers what happened. Now Aaron, her hard-won friend, and maybe more, is an enemy, trying to kill her. And Nick, the boy she loved, is a stranger who doesn't even know her name. Only Joanne remembers that a greater and more dangerous enemy is still out there. When a deadly attack forces Joanne back into the monster world, she finds herself on the run with Nick, and Aaron closes in. Torn between love and family and monstrous choices, Joanne must find a way to regather her old allies, to face down the deadliest of enemies, and to save the timeline itself.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That sounds intense.
It is intense because not only is her first love interest doesn't remember her or anything, but now she needs to save him because he was there when they were trying to catch her. And not only that, it doesn't say here, but some of the monsters do remember.
Oh.
And so they all want to strangle Nick because they remember him as the hero.
Oh.
But when she changed the timeline, she doesn't realize until she's talking to the person that used to help Nick kill monsters. She reminds her that because she changed the timeline, a lot of humans are gone because there's no hero to stop them anymore.
Oh no.
And because of that, the monsters that can see into the future and the past and the inner outs of the timeline, there's going to be a huge world war. Yes, because of everything that she did to save her family. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So now she's in this whole whirlwind of, did I do the right thing? Should I just have left it and been on the run? And then her second love interest, Aaron,
sounds messy.
now wants to capture her.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is so entertaining. It is so fast-paced. It is so good. The whole time you're especially I'm going to say that I really, no offense to Nick, but I really wanted her with Aaron.
Okay.
I mean, yes, their bond is a trauma bond, but I feel like it was so much more than
a Peter and Katniss kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. But now, like, when I found out that he was trying to catch her, in the first book, he tells her, because he knows, like, he kind of knows what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells her, when you change the timeline, don't ever let me look at you directly in your eyes. And she's like, why? And he goes, because I won't care about you anymore. And that's how that ends.
Oh my God.
Because she changes the timeline. Like, he's literally pouring his heart out to you, telling you, if you change it, me and you are nothing.
Oh my God.
And she's like, no, I have to. It's a whole thing of love and family. Like,
chills, dude.
who do I choose? Yeah. Like, this is a must read. Read the first book. Read the second book. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to read the third book whenever it comes out, because it is just amazing. You're definitely at the edge of your seat the whole time.
God.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check out the first book.
Yes, it is so good. And by the way, these are available in our shelves and on audiobook.
Yes. Oh my God, I got chills from that.
I know, right? Didn't it make you sweat a little bit? You're like,
a little bit. I'm like, oh my God,
yes,
happening to me.
It's so good. If you are into fantasy and romance, this is for you.
And if you're into fantasy and historical romance, I guess
Bridgerton is for you. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's not really fantasy. It's more like non-fiction fiction.
Non-fiction fiction. I love that. Non-fiction fiction.
All right. So should we move on to our national days, Ene?
Yes.
I'm going to go first. So my national day is Alamo Day.
Remember the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo. The Battle of the Alamo's finale is commemorated on Alamo Day, which takes place on March 6 every year. The Battle of the Alamo came to a brutal conclusion on March 6, 1836, 13 days after the sporadic battle, rounding off a critical milestone in Texas Revolution. The fort was retaken by Mexican soldiers, and virtually all the Texan defenders, including frontiersman Davy Crockett, were slain. The Alamo, initially called the Mission San Antonio del Valero, was constructed in present-day San Antonio, and it can still be visited today, which it still stands as a museum.
Nice.
I haven't been to the Alamo in a hot second.
Oh my gosh, I love the Alamo. I go mostly all the time that I go. Even if I just walk by it, like, there's something about the Alamo.
Did you know it's haunted?
Yes.
It's so haunted. I love it.
So do I. And I've gone actually on 2 ghost tours where they talk about it.
Really? Like, do you get to go to the Alamo on the ghost tour?
Like, not inside, but
like... You, go outside it?
Yeah.
I want to go.
And they actually take you to where there were shots, like a, what do you call it when it's the army?
Oh, like a barricade type thing?
No. Not the barracks.
The trenches?
No.
Trenches were in World War II.
Like the firing squad.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like they say that like you can still hear the shots.
Oh, let's go. I want to go.
Oh, I've gone twice already.
And can we go to the railroad tracks?
Oh, where they push you?
I want to go.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like San Antonio to me is a go-to. Like we go there like every chance we get. My kids love San Antonio.
I haven't been to San Antonio since like 2019. I know the last time I went, we were getting things for my sister's wedding.
Okay.
And my Chihuahua was still with us. So it's been a hot second.
Yeah. But yeah, I just love it. It's awesome.
So what's your national day?
My national day is Write Your Own Story Day.
Oh.
Yeah. So my day is Write Your Story Day.
How cute.
Yes. Everyone has a story. And on March 14th, National Write Your Story Day challenges you to tell your story in written form.
That is so cute.
I think so. I think it's something that you should do even if you don't want to like share it.
Yeah.
But just for yourself. You know how like when you write letters to yourself and you're like, I'm going to see this like 10 years from now and see what I said.
Yeah. I mean, you can even like count this as journaling sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Like just the story of like your memories and stuff.
I used to write so much in college.
Really?
I used to take the Jag Express to Pecan Campus from Star Campus, so it was like a good 2-hour ride because we would stop at different bus stops.
Right.
I would write in the bus.
Nice.
And one time, one of my friends read it, and it was like a romance story that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And the main love interest was named Conrad Sullivan.
Nice.
And she still makes fun of me to this day about his name. Like, she'll look at me and she'll be like, Conrad Sullivan? And I'm like, oh, come on.
No, I mean, I think that's good. And I used to write a lot in actually all my years, like as soon as I could write.
Yeah.
But I stopped somewhere in my adult years.
I don't know what happens. Like, we just stop.
I know. And then now I started again after my whole cancer journey thing.
Okay.
And I realized that I don't know why I stopped. It's such an outlet for me, like just to get my emotions out on paper or anything. Sometimes I just write one word, but just doing that like takes off so much off my back. So
Yeah.
if anyone is stressed out there or anything, like if you just want to get your thoughts out on paper, like I love people who brain dump in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. If you're a person that has a lot going on, like in your brain and stuff, as soon as you wake up, grab a paper. I don't care what paper. It could be your old receipt and just brain dump. Anything you've got on your mind, just write it. I promise you'll feel better. I
used to write my dreams down.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I would wake up and I had like a really weird dream, I'd be like, this needs to go down on paper. Mm-hmm. And then I would read it later in the day and I'd be like, what was that?
Why was I dreaming that?
All right, so we should move on to our calendar events.
Yes, definitely.
Now that we're in March, we have several things planned throughout the month. On March 14th, we are hosting our monthly story time. This month's theme is Easter. Ooh. We are also having a few small business developmental webinars scheduled, and if you want more information on registering for those, do call us at 956-487-4389, and we can definitely get those emailed to you.
Definitely, yes. And now for our programs. For our programs, we have our ESL classes every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Las clases de ESL se llevarán al cabo en la Biblioteca Pública de la Ciudad de Río Grande, cada martes y jueves de las 9 a las 11 de la mañana. We also have our adult program where we are partnering up with Nuestra Clínica del Valle, and they will be providing valuable information regarding health concerns. For more information on registering, please call us to 956-487-4389. And lastly, we have our monthly Beanstack Reading Challenge. And this month, it's Read Across America 2024, which is up from March 1st to the 31st. Again, for more information, do call us or contact us on our various social medias. You can find us at RGC Library.
Another thing I want to add that I forgot to add to the notes is that right now we're having a scavenger hunt at the library.
Oh, so cute.
It's so cute. It's like a leprechaun scavenger hunt.
I love it.
Last month we had a golden duck scavenger hunt, and now we're doing leprechaun for March.
I think that's so cute. The kids love it.
They love it so much. Like they get a little paper and they have to hunt down 9 leprechauns.
Yeah.
And they get their little names, and if they get all of their names, they can get a little prize from the prize chest.
Yes, the kids love it. We've already had a few children do it, and
it's so cute.
It's so fun.
I love seeing their excitement on their faces.
I know, while they're all over the library looking, yeah. And it's so fun.
They find one, they're like, there it is.
Yeah. They love it. I mean, honestly, even just watching them parents is so fun.
It is fun because a lot of the times the kids that do participate in this, their parents are either on the computers or they're busy, and it keeps the kids busy, you know?
Yeah. It's really nice. It's definitely something that we're so glad that we came up with.
Yes, you came up with it. You and Janice.
Me and Janice, yes.
You and Janice came up with it, and it's such a good idea.
Yeah, and just so you all know, next month, we're also going to have a different theme. It will still be a scavenger hunt, but every month it will change.
Yes. Ooh, I'm so excited for that. So, should I move on to the book of the week?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Guess who it is?
Oh, is it Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
It's Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Cabin Fever.
Woo!
He has been up there for weeks.
Honestly, I mean, I'm kind of happy. He deserves his dues. A lot of our children love Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Of course they do, but we have more, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Cabin Fever has literally been up there since we did Resolutions.
That's true.
That is true.
That is true. So
Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Cabin Fever is a juvenile fiction novel by Jeff Kinney. It's the 6th installment of Kinney's Wimpy Kid series. Cabin Fever follows the misadventures of Greg Heffley as his attempt to earn money for Christmas gifts gets him in trouble at school just as a massive blizzard sets in. This series is very popular amongst our younger patrons and usually stays within the top 10 books of the month. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever not looked at that and not seen at least one.
At least 2, like 1 or 2 books are always in the top 10 for like our library.
Yes, it definitely is.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about your staff pick, because you told me a little bit about it and I was like, what?
I was catfished.
Yeah, like I was pleasantly surprised when you told me. I was like, wow.
So our secretary at the library pulled out this book.
Right.
And she said it was about different haunted locations in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like right up my alley, you know?
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. It's called Ghosts of the Rio Grande by Gilbert Beto Garcia Jr.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that.
What is it about?
It's not about that, Letty.
Letty.
The Ghosts of the Rio Grande by Gilberto Beto Garcia Jr. I put Gilbert on top, but it's Gilberto. I'm sorry.
Gilberto, yeah.
Gilberto.
That's my daddy's name.
Really?
Yeah.
And John A. Holbrook is a historical fiction book occurring between the years 1915 to 1919. I've had a brain fart.
Fabriciano
Garcia, the ghost of the Rio Grande, after killing a Texas Ranger who was threatening his family, inadvertently then becomes involved in an international plot by Germany to get the U.S. involved in a war with Mexico, thereby distracting the U.S. from entering the war in Europe on the side of England and France.
Whoa.
Historical fiction titles like this one provide not just entertainment, but information about history to make us appreciate our past. These authors achieve both with this title. The background of the story takes place during the interesting time in American and Mexican history, a time when our southern border was also a problem like it is today.
Wow.
It has nothing to do with haunted locations in Texas.
Maybe not, but that's still really interesting.
It's an interesting book.
Yeah, for reals.
But I was looking forward to like the Alamo, like the haunted hotels.
Yeah.
I was catfished. It's an interesting book, and I was not expecting it to be about this.
Right. But I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know what's next, Kelsey?
I don't know. Can you tell me what's next?
The next thing is
book reviews. Do you have your book review?
Yes, I do. I need to get it out though.
I have mine right here.
Give me a segundo. Here it is.
Oh my god, I hit my mic.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just all over the place today.
Oh yeah, here's mine.
Would you like to go first? I feel like I've been talking too much.
Oh, okay. So my book title of this, okay. The book title of this book review is The 10 Greatest Conspiracies of All Time.
Oh, yeah.
By Brad Meltzer and Keith Farrell.
I love a good conspiracy theory.
I love conspiracy theories.
I do too.
They're so good.
They're so good. Keep me up at night.
Mm-hmm. So how many stars would you give this book? And they gave 5 out of 5.
Very good.
Awesome. In your words, what was this book about? This book explains what it suggests are the top 10 greatest conspiracy theories. I didn't even know there was a top 10 conspiracy theories. Awesome.
I'm pretty sure like that John F. Kennedy has to be in there.
Oh yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah. What did you think of the book? I enjoyed reading more into well-known conspiracy theories. Awesome.
Very good.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this book is in our shelves. I can literally see it in my head.
I know what it looks like, and I think John F. Kennedy's on the cover.
Merlon.
I think so. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh, my favorite conspiracy theory. I have so many.
Can I just tell you one that makes no sense, but I think I believe it?
Okay.
Laundry detergent companies are lying to us.
About what?
Okay, you know the little cup that comes with the laundry detergent that says fill up to this line?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that much.
Oh, you can use less.
You can use less, and it does the job just fine. They're making you fill up the cup, So that way you can use more of the detergent and you have to buy more.
You know what? You just made me think of something. You know what my favorite conspiracy theory is?
What?
Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Cheese pizza thing?
That Chuck E. Cheese pizza thing.
Where it's like mismatched pieces. Have you ever
Yeah.
opened a box? Oh my God.
Yeah, that has to be the one for me. It's just hilarious.
There's so many conspiracy theories.
Yeah, but that's got to be like my funny favorite one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I still think the laundry detergent business is a scam.
Okay.
All right. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting my mic.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Becky and Melinda.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So my book review, I believe it's written by an adult, but they have not put their name.
Okay.
They just X'd it out. The book title is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. How many stars would you give this book? They gave it 5 out of 5 stars.
I agree.
In your words, what was this book about? I really enjoyed reading this book. The relationship that was created between Lily and Atlas was a great way to complete the story. What did you think of the book? I definitely recommend this book. This book had me hooked from the beginning to end.
Oh. Colleen Hoover is very popular at our library right now.
It really is. Like, those books are always off the shelf.
Yeah, she really, she knows how to write a book right now. She's popular. We have her on our shelves. But if you want to read her, you need to get her because they're flying off the shelves and they're on hold on our audiobooks.
They really are. Like, we have, 2 on the shelves right now.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can always ILO.
Of
our library loans.
Of course.
Yes. Very popular for sure. Right now she's really big.
Yeah.
Her and the Mist and Fury books.
Yes, those books are very popular right now.
Very much so.
And one of those books was on our banned book list.
Yeah, it was. That's very true. Yup. All the way back to episode
1. It was episode 1.
Yup. We're going back.
Oh, Ene. You know what time it is.
I don't want it to be time.
I'm so sorry. But just think about it like this. We'll be back.
We will be back.
Who's doing the outro? Rock, paper, scissors for the outro?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Me. Now that I think about it, I think it was supposed to be you.
I think I did last week's.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go.
Okay.
We would like to thank everyone who tuned in today's episode, and we would like to send you off with a quote. I declare, after all, there is no enjoyment like reading. How much sooner one tires of anything than of a book. When I have a house of my own, I shall be miserable if I have not an excellent library. Jane Austen, everybody.
I love that.
Yeah, so do I. Love it. So, until next time, this is
Cover to Cover,
an RGC Library podcast.
Yay!
This podcast is an initiative of the City of Rio Grande City and the Rio Grande City EDC. If you would like to know more about certain topics pertaining to the municipality or have an idea for an upcoming podcast, email mgomez@rgcedc.com or brubio@cityofrgc.com.
RGC Podcast.